Welcome back. It is The Angle of Pursuit on ESPN 970, WFUN. And joining us now is General Manager of the Erie Bayhawks, one Matt Bresee. Matt, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ryan. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Happy to have you, and exciting day. I mean, obviously huge for you guys having your big home opener tonight. I know that the team they lost their first two on the road, and now they're coming home, and it's going to be a huge night in front of the fans, get them pumped up and get that first big win.
Yeah, we're hoping the home cooking does us well. That first trip is always a tough one, but made even tougher when we travel all the way to the southern tip of Texas and spend a Thanksgiving holiday down there. But it is we started out drop 2 down there. We got a young, exciting team. In fact, we worked ourselves up to a 14-point lead on Saturday night, but the second half, our youth showed through a little bit. In addition to them shooting about 50% from three-point range, let that one slip away. But we're excited about tonight, and talked to a few of the guys this morning at shoot-around, and they're anxious to play in front of the home crowd, no doubt.
You know, I was looking over the roster, and I saw Kyle Goldcamp's name, and of course he's a local guy, but a lot of the names there's a lot of turnover on the team. What's the team constituted like? Does this look more like veterans, or is this a younger team?
Now, we're a younger team for sure. In fact, you mentioned Kyle Goldcamp. He is suddenly a veteran of the Development League, with this being his third year. But Kyle had a great offseason, as anyone who's seen Kyle or knows. He's a heck of a workhorse, and he's done that all summer. He's put on about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle, and he looks like he's going to be a starter in this league for us this year. So Kyle's suddenly, the team leader and the old man of the group, just in terms of experience. But you look around, we've got Donald Sloan, who's a year removed from Texas A&M. We've got Corey Higgins, who's out of Colorado. Both exciting young players. With we think really shores up our backcourt. And then you add to Kyle a 6'11" Chris Daniels, makes us feel pretty good about our front court too.
Yeah, I remember Kyle coming into the league and watching him. And you bring up the point about putting on muscle. He was a little bit skinnier. He was never as skinny as some of these guys, but he was a little skinnier, and he did look a little uncomfortable on certain plays. He really has grown a lot as a player, and now, like you said, he's going to be a leader of this team. It's exciting because this is a guy who was basically a tryout guy, and came from Gannon, and he was obviously a productive player for them. But to be able to make the jump and now watch him walk into a starting role, that's got to be exciting for not just you as a team for performance, but also being part of the community.
It is. I mean, there's no better person it could happen to than Kyle. But he's earned that. I mean, like I said, he's a workhorse. But you're right. When he came in the first year, we had some people that thought, that's nice. They got a local guy on the team, and doing a favor to a kid that's worked hard again. But he's earned every minute he's played. He's filled his role, tremendously. He went out and had 19 rebounds, on Friday night, the first game of the year. In addition to that, the guys are having fun with him because everywhere Kyle goes, he's a local celebrity, and he's fondly referred to as the mayor, and the locker room knows that too.
I see he had a billboard last year. I think it was right on Peach Street or something. That's got to be odd, to be driving around and see the billboard right in your hometown,
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, not a better guy it could happen to, for sure.
Now, this is an interesting situation. I had talked to you last year, and the whole affiliation thing with the NBA and then the NBDL, and it's got these different hybrid relationships. You folks were well positioned because you were going to be able to have a season even if the lockout didn't end, correct?
You're absolutely right. And, we have for a few months, just been reminding our fans of that regardless of what was going on at the NBA level, that the NBA Development League was going to play on. Now add to that, here we are starting our season with what's good news coming out of the NBA, that these next few weeks are now going to be interesting, to say the least, for all of us involved. It's strange times we're upon because you now, for the first time, have NBA camps that will essentially open during the Development League season, which obviously in a normal year is not the case, and therefore there's different opportunities in play when it comes to assignment players, affiliate guys who might be in an NBA training camp, but then opt for the D-League once they may not make the team. So going through these next couple weeks, really just going to kind of have to play the hand you're dealt. And talked to Coach the other day, and essentially every team's in the same boat. So you hope for the best in terms of watching the player movement and continuing to win games at this level.